Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping.
10 times parents save their children in the last moment. Great parents will go to any length to protect their children, and when it comes to looking after their kids' safety, it's not always as easy as people think. It can be a particularly stressful job sometimes, especially when a child is out trying new things and always on the lookout for new adventures. It's usually during these periods of activities that breathtaking and potentially dangerous situations happen that make a parent's heart stop beating for a moment. This is the moment when adrenaline kicks in and they transform from normal parents to super parents. Their reflexes become essential at the right moment. Most of the time, these acts of bravery are captured almost every day by citizens or even CCTV footage. All in all, these last-minute scenarios remind us how the power of a courageous parent can have on the lives of their children. Here are 10 times parents save their children at the last moment.
Get the baby!
Number 10. Mom saves her son from falling off a 4th-floor balcony. This is one of the heart-stopping moments when a quick-thinking mom saves her son from falling off a 4th-floor balcony with her incredible reflexes. At a building in the city of Medellin, CCTV footage from a reception area shows how the whole event happened. The footage shows the mother and her 1-year-old walking out of an elevator along with a delivery man. As the mother steps aside to take a phone call, the curious toddler can be seen walking over to the railings of the staircase and appears to put his hands on what he thinks is a panel of glass. But instead, he loses his balance and tumbles through the gap. In the nick of time, his mom glances up from her phone, bolts into action, and throws herself over the edge of the railing to grab her son by his ankle. A delivery man, who can be seen exiting the lift, dashes downstairs assuming the child has fallen and tries to help the mom. Meanwhile, the employees can be seen rushing to help the devastated mother. They manage to help her pull the child back to safety. We don't know if the child had sustained any injuries from the near-fatal misstep, but hey, as long as at the end of the day, the child was fine thanks to their mom. People are still debating whether the mom was the heroine of the piece or a negligent parent. Some are even blaming the construction company. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it. It really works. Number 9. Mom saves her son from an incoming truck. This is one of those stories that you would have doubted. It's a you-have-to-see-it-to-believe it type of survival story of a mother saving her son from an incoming truck. The video was shot in Goi Nam Dinh, Vietnam, by a dashcam of a car traveling behind the motorbike carrying father, mother, and a child. The dashcam shows a silver car cling to the side of the motorcycle, knocking the mother and the child from their bike. They roll towards a lorry as the car causing the accident is seen to drive away as if nothing had happened. As the two of them roll towards the lorry, the mother quickly grabs her son's coat at the last second and pulls them out of the path just moments before the wheel of the truck rolled past. What a miracle! Although we're glad that both of them came out okay, this incident reminds us of how important it is that we wear protective gear at all times, regardless of the means of transport. So, while the mother deserves props for her ninja-like reflexes, she also does deserve to be reminded that it was just by mere luck that she did the right thing at the right moment. Otherwise, we all know how this could have gone down such a terrible path. Number 8. Mother fights off kidnappers. Once again, a mother saves the day. In a now or never kind of situation, a daring mother fights off 2 kidnappers from taking her 4-year-old girl. The incident was caught on security cameras in Delhi. The cameras show 2 men driving up to a house at 4 p.m. on a black motorbike. They rang the bell and asked for some water. The events that followed happened so fast as we see the mother going inside, and the guy grabs the child and tries to bundle the girl over the motorcycle. The mother then comes out of the house and fights with the men. She manages to grab her daughter and holds onto her tightly with one hand as the other hand tackles the kidnappers. Thrown back by the woman's fierceness, they get away but are caught at the front with already alerted neighbors. They also manage to escape, leaving their bike, which helps the police in locating them. The kidnapping was supposedly planned by the child's uncle, who wanted to extract a ransom from her father. A kidnapping went wrong. The uncle and his friend who owned the motorbike were arrested. We aren't sure about the two kidnappers, but I hope they caught them. Number 6. Dad saves his son from a flying Pittsburgh Pirates baseball bat. To celebrate his son Landon's 9th birthday, Sean Cunningham took him to his first baseball game, which turned from near disaster to relief in a split second, all thanks to his father. This is one of those moments that parents turn to hero mode. Landon was busy texting a photo of the game to his mother when a Pittsburgher lost control of his bat at the plate. It flew heading to Landon's face, but his father blocked the bat's trajectory with his hand. The bat instead hit Mr. Cunningham's hand, leaving a deep bruise. The sequence of events took place so fast, and it could have been lost to history if it hadn't been for the equally quick speed of Pittsburgh Tribune Review photographer Christopher Horner, who managed to capture every shot of the moment. The snapshots immediately went viral, and everyone praised the dad for his heroic efforts. The ensuing seconds could have ended in disaster if it were not for him. Meanwhile, Danny Ortiz, the professional baseball player, wasn't aware of the stir he caused until he arrived home. What a day it must have been. Number 5. Dad's reflex kicks in to save his daughter. Built inside every parent is a seemingly impressive reflex that can only be accessed when saving their loved ones. These parents were having a family outing when a scary moment made the dad use his reflex dad mode to save his daughter. The mom happened to be the one recording the video and managed to capture the whole incident. This dad and his kid were going to pose for a picture on the bridge at the Yosemite National Park. The little girl accidentally stepped back and tripped on the edge of the walkway. The dad's superhuman reflex mode to save his kid kicked in at the moment and managed to save her from falling. Dad reflexes can be a lifesaver, and the mom was sure glad he was there at the right moment. Number 4. Daddy saves again. It seems like ninja-like dad reflexes are now essential when it comes to the kid's safety. I'm starting to think that the dad reflex code is an inbuilt ability that comes as soon as you become a father and when a child's in danger. The bullet time vision comes down and their dad reflex kicks in. I mean, how do you explain how this dad was able to run faster than a runaway trajectory little tight car? The car was headed down the hill where his young kid was standing. He managed to run all the way and to save his child from being trampled on by the car. That was so fast that he would have put the Flash to shame. Just kidding, but dang, that was fast. Number 3. Quite a catch. This was quite the catch. This dad was giving his children a ride on a horse when one of the kids almost slipped off of the horse. Hearing his wife scream to him about what was happening, he caught the child's leg just in time before he could fall from the horse. And with that, it's now time for today's best pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber, so if you come across a photo online and want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it in our future video. Number 2. Dad saves his child from drowning. We've seen lots of dad reflex, but none as scary as this one. The feeling of a child drowning under your care can give any parent a chill down their spine. This dad wasn't going to watch his kid drown. Not on his watch, at least. His dad reflex mode got the better part of him and managed to bring her back on board. What a save. Number 1. Mom bites a pit bull's ear to save her daughter. I've heard of maternal instincts kicking in, but this is certainly beyond words. This mom has to be given the title of most heroic mom on the planet. For sure, Mike Tyson's got nothing on this heroic mom. Chelsea Camp, the mother of the child, Mackenzie, was forced to bite the ear of a pit bull dog in an attempt to save the life of her daughter. According to the mom, she was dog-sitting her friend's pit bull, which was usually friendly, until it approached little Mackenzie. The mom says that the pit bull dog must have smelt their dog on Kenzie, and that was when it flipped and attacked her daughter. Seeing her daughter being attacked, she shoved her fists into the dog's mouth and wrestled it from her daughter. She was forced to bite the pit bull's ear to save her daughter's life and later called the police. When they arrived, they found them hiding from the dog. The police apprehended the dog and the dog was later euthanized. The little girl had severe injuries all over her face and head, while Chelsea had arm and hand injuries. Chelsea claimed that what they saw will haunt them forever, and I honestly don't blame them. Needless to say, parents are indeed everyday superheroes who don't wear capes.